Hi everyone, it's Sil, and I wanted to welcome you guys back to some more Clangen. The last video I tried to do was a little bit extra for Brine Clan, as it did end very suddenly. However, I noticed that, well, the footage got corrupted. So Brine Clan is a bit forward in doing that. I will be making a video covering all of the things that happened another time. But with Eagle Clan and Brine Clan, I have decided to make another clan, this one also having an involved story, and I'd like to introduce you to Alcoveclan. Now, this story is going to be a little bit different. There are a couple of outsiders, but a majority of the clan has lived in the clan for their entire lives. And here's our Star Clan cat. It's Honey Eye. She was calm and very smart. I think she is very cute, and I do wish she was alive. You have nobody in the unknown residence or in the dark forest. Although that may change at some point. Pardon me, that was a yawn. Let's see, so here's all of the cats that we currently have. We haven't met any cats outside of the clan or anything. From what I gathered, none of the cats really hate one another. They're all fairly alright with each other. Sorry, gotta drink water. Need to stay hydrated. And so I'm going to go through the cats one by one. So this is Badger Star. She's compassionate and a great teacher. She's got her 9 lives. She's an adult. She's currently pondering the next mentors for the kids in the clan. I really do like her. I like her a lot. And we're going to go ahead and read off her 9 lives first. Actually, no. We'll read off her history first, and then the 9 lives can give more context. Born into the clan, Badger Kit never knew anything about life outside of the tunnels of their camp. The leader before her was very nervous and didn't want any of their clanmates to leave the tunnels, fearing battles. As an apprentice, she constantly questioned this decision, believing that cats were not meant to live underground forever. Due to her constant insistence, her mentor was changed to be the previous leader, who also grew tired of her questioning. Instead of giving her answers, he told her all about his fears, all of the deaths he saw, and asking her if she would be willing to carry the deaths of her clanmates on her shoulders if she were to make him lift the restriction. That fear stuck with her throughout her warriorhood when she was given the name Badgerfern. She became deputy when the previous one died due to a tunnel collapse, and the leader didn't trust anyone else. Instead of focusing on her fears, she pushed herself to try and help her clanmates who lost loved ones due to the tunnels. The leader lost his lives when he found what he believed to be an abandoned tunnel and found himself face to face with a badger and her young. Gaining her 9 lives, she decided that the tunnels collapsing was a sign from StarClan saying to stop staying hidden. She has now lifted the ban, and although warriors have moved their camp to a new set of tunnels, she lifted the ban, though the warriors have moved their camp to a new set of tunnels where they felt safer. The warriors did not feel safe staying in the old camp as the tunnels kept collapsing, and so they decided to make a new foundation. And now we're just going to quickly read off who gave her lives and what the life was. So first was a queen named Rindleroot. She offered a life for compassion. An unknown warrior named Sharpsore offered a life for clear judgment. Fishkit gave her a new life or perspective. Guppy Hiss stepped forward and gave Badgerfern a life for determination. Rose Paw, an apprentice, gave a life for mentoring. Leopard Mask, an elder, gave a new life for humility. Thrift Splinter, an unknown warrior, gave a life for farsightedness. A medicine cat named Mottled Thunder offered a life for faith. And then Curlew Star gave a last life of tireless energy. And that is how she earned her new name as Badger Star. So as you can see, Badger Star has gone through quite a lot, especially when it came to the previous leader. You know, the previous leader being nervous and very cowardly isn't fully the problem. To me, it's the fact that, he decided what would be best, but also decided that a young apprentice should feel all of the things that he does and make her fear the same things that he did, and try to put the deaths on others on her if he was to lift the ban because she asked him to. So very clearly, he was not a very good leader. Hope I conveyed that when coming up with this story, as we're going to continue onwards towards the deputy, which is Windglare. He's charismatic and a fantastic hunter. He's currently feeling down. Born into the clan, Windkit was very easygoing, gaining the previous deputy as his mentor. He learned how to be a great hunter and how to be charming towards others. He enjoyed being around Badgerpaw as she was never afraid to voice her thoughts, even when others disagreed with her. While he wasn't as vocal as she was, he did want to go outside and run around in the tall grass. When she suddenly stopped talking about it, he grew worried as his friend changed a lot, though he was relieved to see bits of her old self when she was helping grieving cats, hoping she would be okay. When she became leader, he was happy to become deputy, as he always listened to her and agreed that being outside would be better for them. He doesn't have too much going on, but I kind of like that fact about him, where he was kind of like a bystander in this, but he still wanted to do his best to help his friend Badgerfern, now Badger Star. Next up is our medicine cat Greyfur. She's a senior adult, she's compassionate and a good speaker, and she had a dream about Honey Eye, who gave her a message. So now we're going to go ahead and read off her story. The sister of the previous leader, she was growing tired of her brother being too controlling over the clan. He couldn't stop her from leaving the tunnels, as she needed to gather herbs that weren't just roots. She constantly tried to get him to stop forcing the clan to only be in the tunnels, as the lack of fresh air was causing cats to get really sick. He kept turning her down and even threatened to exile her if she kept pushing him on this idea, causing them to have a big rift. When Badgerfern became deputy, she was quick to help her with the grieving cats and doing whatever she could to help comfort the other cats. Honestly, she was relieved when her brother died, so Badgerfern could lead the clan and not have them all cowering in the tunnels. She hasn't seen her brother in StarClan and doubts he was accepted there. Yeah, she has very complicated feelings about her brother, where to her he used to be a better cat, until very suddenly he got so scared and just didn't listen to anybody but himself. She's just happy that her clanmates are now thriving and that Badger Star is proving to be a very good leader. Next up we have Thyme Raven. He is bold and smart. He's wondering how Badger Star is doing. He was against the leader's decision on staying in the tunnels since the beginning. They were warriors, not kits. Why are they all hiding when they could just face any threat head on and deal with it? Once Badgerstar was in charge, she stopped them from being kept away. He was more than happy to follow her lead, though his bold ideas weren't always welcomed. He's very much, while he is smart when it comes to his strategies. At the same time, he wants to kind of just go all in for things. He just wants to just go in and just take action instead of having to wait forever for something to happen. Next up is Faith Shade. She is wise and a fantastic teacher. She's currently grooming herself thoughtfully. She's an absolute beautiful tortie. And we're going to go ahead and read out her story. Faith Shade can barely remember what happened when the previous leader was around. The medicine cat explained that was due to trauma she faced back then. Her mind trying to protect her from everything she faced. Her mate was the previous leader. The last thing she remembers is arguing about something and then feeling pain and then waking up in the medicine den. Her mate said she ran out of the tunnels and was immediately attacked by a hawk, but no one believed that story. She feels a newfound sense of freedom in being outside and getting to live her life. Yeah, she's been dealing with a lot. Next up is Dust Crawl. She's compassionate and a great teacher. She also has Ermine Paw as her apprentice, and she thinks she's going crazy. She has been spending a lot of her time with the other warriors and helping other cats get used to being outside again. She used to break the rule constantly without anyone knowing, as she never agreed to the previous leader's rule to stay in the tunnels. She just learned to not get caught. The medicine cat did catch her once, but never told anyone, as they were in agreement on the dumb rule. She now has Ermine Paw as her apprentice, and she's excited to teach him everything she has learned. And then here is said apprentice, Ermine Paw. He's responsible, and he's eavesdropping. Claw Crawl. I think that's meant to be Dust Crawl. Dust Crawl's name was originally Claw Crawl, but I didn't like that name, so I changed it to Dust Crawl instead. But he's currently eavesdropping on his mentor. He has no memory of the previous leader, as he never got to know him. He just remembers staying in the tunnels a lot. Now being able to go outside and is finally a warrior apprentice, he's excited to go outside and explore. Next up is our elder. His name is Luckburst. He is strange and smart. Was originally a loner who just explored the tall grass, only to find there were other cats living here too. Cats living underground? That was the weirdest thing he ever heard of, but decided to join, keeping his name Luck, but allowing Badgerstar to give him a suffix. Now he gets to be cared for in the Elder's Den. Love him. Next up are our kits. We have Breeze Kit. She is a nervous kitten and she's whining for milk. She was given up by a neighboring clan queen who was facing a deadly illness and wanted her kit to be safe. Breeze Kit doesn't realize she wasn't born in this clan, as she had been too young to remember. She's nervous about being an apprentice soon, hoping she can make her clan proud. And then last but not least, we have Beach Kit. She is a troublesome little kitten, and she is asking older cats how kittens are made. She was found in a fox den, about to be eaten by cubs. The clan found her due to her crying out for help. Thankfully, she was unharmed. Settling into the clan quickly, they found out that she's quite the troublemaker, wandering off on her own often, which is how she ended up getting caught by a fox. And that's currently all that I have for our clan. I hope you guys enjoyed the story I've made for them, and if there's any theories or anything that you think would be a good thing to add in their stories, do let me know. I would love to just interact with you all. And we're going to go ahead and do our patrols, where we're going to have Ermine Paw and Dust Crawl go on their first training patrol, where they learned new fighting techniques and they were so happy about it. We're going to have our medicine cat Greyfur go with Thyme Raven. And they managed to talk about having a vision. The rest of our cats are not going to hunt where there's a bunch of two legs around. Bracepaw now has Faith Shade as her mentor, so let's go ahead. And she is lonesome. Okay, so we're going to put this in her history. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I'll say she's feeling lonely as she is quote-unquote an only kit. She feels lonely that she doesn't have any siblings to be with, even though there is Ermine Paw. So we're going to go ahead and have them start their first training session together, where they did not learn anything, which is understandable. Let's see. Although these two did learn a lot of new hunting techniques, we're just going to have them all go on a herb gathering patrol, where they managed to find some wild garlic. Dust Crawl. Okay. Beach Kit has a stomach ache, and Dust Crawl now has an indigo leather collar around her neck. She's probably been exploring a little bit too much outside of camp, but that's fine. She'll get to keep her collar. Let's see. This time they did practice some fighting techniques, which is good. Let's see, these two found a badger and went to report it, which is good. Got some moss. We now have Beach Paw and got a present. Unfortunately, Beach Paw and Ermine Paw were killed by a gang of rogues. I guess they both left camp together and got attacked. Oh, goodness me. Rest in peace, little ones. It's very, very sad. But unfortunately, that's how it happens. We will continue to write in their history. There we go. Now for hers. Who was her mentor? Did she? Let's see. It doesn't say who her mentor was. There we go. Unfortunately, they died, but I figured since Beachpod doesn't even have a mentor listed, she's the one that made them both go out by themselves, and unfortunately led to them both passing away due to the rogues. Now there's only Breezepaw and Face Shade as mentor and apprentice, where Breezepaw, she can't focus with what just happened to the other two apprentices in the clan. Greyfur managed to find some dandelions, and they talked nicely with another clan. Just keep going. Okay. After having a moon, Breezepaw is feeling a bit better. She's able to focus a bit more. Greyfur couldn't find the juniper tree, and we found the rogues that killed the apprentices, and we forced them to retreat. Justice. Alright. Let's see. Breezepaw's learning about the different tunnels. Greyfur couldn't find anything. Talked kindly with Boulder Clan. We now have Breezepad as a new warrior. Luckburst now has a purple collar. Here's Breezepad. She's playful and a great teacher. Love that for her. So you got some marigold. Fought off a fox, but it gave Face Shade a mangled leg. Grafer is trying to figure out a prophecy. This is now what Breeze Pad looks now. Everybody's okay. And got some more marigold. Alright. Sign Raven now has a runny nose, but that's fine. We got some daisy. And we managed to catch a rabbit. That's pretty good. Fernjay's leg is now a lot better. Yeah, she's completely healed. She's perfectly fine now. So let's see. Managed to drive off a small dog from the territory. Got ragwort, cobwebs, and mallow from their excursion there. A couple of cats now have white cough, but that's to be expected. It's leaf bear. Duskcrawl has some shivering. We found a baby. We now have Goose Kit. Oh my goodness, look at him. Alrighty. I will probably write things up for the next episode, as I'm just going to have this one be a little bit short today, as I haven't had much time to record lately. But I do plan on uploading a second larger video when it comes to Alcoveclan for you guys. Let's see, Grafer now has some green cough, which isn't good. We're not going to hunt on another clan's border. And we're not going to fight a fox when it's just two cats by themselves. Oop. Sorry about that, that was a notification. Let's see, Grafer is recovered, Duskcrawl is recovered, so has Badgerstar now. Let's see, managed to find some juniper. Got a little bit of a stomach ache, but again, that's perfectly fine. Drove off an intruder. Did not get any goldenrod, but that's okay. Goosepaw now has Duskcrawl and Windglare. Adopted some kits. So this is Goosepaw, he's thoughtful. Goodness, he's so cute. And then we now have Pollen Kit, he's impulsive. Sleepy Kit, she's bouncy. And Honey Kit, she's insecure. Sweet little babies. Alrighty everybody, I think I'm just going to leave that here for today. Again, I will be making a much longer video for this clan. I just haven't had the proper time to do so. When I do have this up again, I will give you guys more story when it comes to the rest of our cats here. In the meantime, I hope you all have a very good day. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And do let me know if there's anything else you want to see, or if you guys have any suggestions. Have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.